The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 yards.
His team showed up. Check 13. Check 13.
Step.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to work. Fighting down past the 45. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, Foxtrot.
31's the mic. Target.
Yo, go. General West.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 31's the mic. Let's go.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check right, 57.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
20. Wait.
Check, 53's mine.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and long. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On 1st down, Winters. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right.
51, Tom!
From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Winters. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me. Safe.
Now a give, right side. Winters. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a give, right side. Winters. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? Back 25.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Check, 43. Here we go, T.
Check.
March 43. March 43.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Here's Ryan. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Ready, blue 80. White 25. Let it go.
On first down, Winters. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
36.
from the shotgun. Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Intended that time for Cooper. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now it's Crowder.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 52. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the 2nd quarter.
The elements have definitely played a...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
31's the mic. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
On second down, Winters. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They run the counter. Winters. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Ryan throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta. 31's the mic.
Yeah. We don't want none.
31's the mic.
2nd and 1. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Go. 58's the money. On the ball. Watch the back. Snap.
2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throw caught here by Bird. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
51.
They'll run on first down. Winters. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the 1st. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Set, ready? 60 or 80 weapons. I got you, boy. 95 is mine, boy. 95. I got it.
Looking to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Kirk complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a give, right side. Winters, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Sack 25! 50 seconds, come on! Touchdown, defense.
From the gun, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Here we go, set, 8, read. We ain't giving up nothing to check.
It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. I'm here. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Ready up.
No, check, he's Mike.
Check right. Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th. This time has run out on quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check three.
Hey, 59, ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
53, Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Wait. Get out.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15. They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And now this throw complete to Washington. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
43's the mic. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, Winters pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From just shy of midfield, Ryan. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on first down. Winters, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Ready. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. And no, it's incomplete. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Your clock management 101.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go. Shift. Watch the shift. Pick that.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Ready to break.
Third down. Mike. I'm coming after you.
They win game number 7, which was their goal at the beginning of the season and the final game of the season.
And I know a lot of people would wonder about the celebration. Why would you be so excited? Getting 7 wins? Well, guess what? That's what they wanted to do. To hit a goal, that means something for a team, and they should celebrate that fact.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.